Hello. Hello, everybody. So, before I start, I would like to let you all know that food will be out until 7:30, so please go and get some more. And cake and beverages will be available until the end of the program. So, hello, everyone. My name is Amelia. I am the Media Department Student Advisory Council President. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for coming. This is our first in-person banquet in a while, and we're all so excited to see your smiling faces here tonight. I would also like to say welcome and thank you to our donors for your continued support of our department and our students. I'd also like to say thank you to our faculty and alumni ticket sponsors for helping some of our students be here tonight. So here's how the event will run. If you win an award, your name will be called, and we ask that you please come up to the podium to accept your award and then head out to the hallway to get your photo taken. And finally, I would like to introduce Dr. Paige Turner, Dean of CCIM, for some opening remarks.
Thank you so much. It is so wonderful to be with you in person. Oh, yes, this deserves a round of applause. You are the COVID generation, and when we talk about awards and the work that you've done, you did all of this during COVID, sitting in your dorm rooms or on the quad, talking to each other over the Brady Bunch squares, which you don't even know what those are probably, but the rest of us do. I am so very grateful to serve as the dean of this college. This is an exceptional college with exceptional faculty, staff, benefactors, and most importantly, students. You're why we're here. You're why we do what we do. And you may not realize the joy that you bring to every one of us. Sometimes when you thank a professor and say, I appreciate what you've done, or you write a note or an email, I want you to know how deeply that touches that faculty member. I actually have a drawer of notes from students that I've saved over the past 30 years. And some days I just pull that drawer open and read it because you're the reason that I get up in the morning and you're the reason that every one of these faculty and staff members do. So congratulations to you. We are so very proud. We are here tonight to celebrate two of the values of beneficence, gratitude and excellence. We are grateful to our benefactors for what they provided for us. We are grateful for the students and the work that you have done and the work that you will do. Because we've seen what you've done here, we know that when you leave us, you will make the world a better place. And you will do that for us and on our behalf. It is because of your excellence that we get to celebrate and look forward to the future. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for sharing your joy, your vision, and what we see as a very bright future. I'd like to invite Dr. Joe up to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Turner, for those great remarks. I likewise am happy to be back here. We started this thing in Cardinal Hall in the first, I actually have a picture of it. The first TCOM banquet had 4 tables, 17 people, and 6 faculty at it. Thank you. And we gave out 2 awards that we just kind of made up. So it's great to be back. I did wear the TCOM shirt in memorial. Thank you. I'll walk around so you can all see the memorial shirt. But back in 2007, my wife, Carrie, who's in South Carolina right now with her sister and niece, she's getting her master's degree down there at graduation. And my son David said, we're going to start a scholarship in your name. And I said, who's paying for this? They covered the first year. Thank you. But there's now been 14 Dr. Joe scholarships. We do a quarterly newsletter among ourselves. They are around the world. One's in Vietnam, one lives in Germany. One lives in London. They're kind of scattered. Most of them are involved in media. And so it's happy to entered the number 15 tonight. And when that applications came in, Carrie and I sat and looked and said, well, let's think about this, because this person's been on the dean's list. That's cool. But he's got a BSU Presidential Scholarship, an Emmons Leadership and Scholarship, a SportsLink Scholarship, an IBA Scholarship. What the hell? He doesn't need another scholarship. Why? And then I remember going to an IBA event a year ago, sitting at a table much like all of you are, and Carrie leaned over and said, who is that? I said, I don't have a clue. Well, this guy just is greeting people. He's got a suit, it's buttoned up. He's shaking hands with people. He's doing such a great job. We should introduce ourselves, and we did. And so tonight, number 15, Dr. Joe Scholarship for $1,500 goes to Andrew Willett. I have to mention that Andrew and I have had many coffee chats, but I always allow 6 weeks for a reply before we get it set up, so thank you. There you go, young man.
Thank you so much.
My name is Jim Needham, and I'm grateful to be here in person and alive and well and walking around and taking nourishment and all the other things that 77-year-old people like to do. Thank you. I feel like I'm following Chris Rock in a way. That's not really funny, but it is true. I looked at this and I wondered about this person that we've had several people apply for our scholarship. I want to talk for a minute about scholarships because someone should say this to you. You have great opportunities in this industry. You never know what's going to happen to you and when you're going to have opportunities to do something really special. I entered the industry back in 1976, before the turn of the century. Television had already been invented, but it was a long time ago. And I was on radio before I went on television. But when we came here, I began teaching in 1993, and we went to the first banquet we went to, and there were only a couple of scholarships, but Linda's parents, my wife Linda Lutz Needham, her parents both had scholarships in the industrial technology department, and they were scholarships for students. And we went to that banquet, and there were like 25 or 30 of these things. And I thought, we only have two. We have the Letterman and one other. I don't remember what it was. But it really sunk into me that I had a responsibility if I was going to be part of the department to provide a scholarship, and we've done that. And I'll announce it in just a minute. I look at this list of activities that this person had been in, and I counted 16, and I thought I can't talk about that because there's too many of those. He has a GPA of 3.861, which was mine in graduate school was about that, but as an undergraduate I wasn't even close. But I did all kinds of things in this industry, and just one thing, I'll tell you, it was kind of interesting. I gave a talk in this room on Tuesday about Bob Ross, which we brought to Muncie and the world, about 100 countries now. And I Googled it, and we got over 2 billion hits in 0.79 seconds. And I thought, you have opportunities, you don't even realize how much you can impact the world if you take advantage of them. And so we did. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I am going to say that I do feel a little bit like Chris Rock, although nobody's come up and slapped me. I appreciate that. But everything that Dr. Joe said about the student that he nominated, I could say as well. This young man's going to Indianapolis to work with the Indiana Fever, and I'm going to bring him up here again to receive the scholarship of $1,000. Andrew C. Willett, would you come forward, please? Andrew, when you make it big, and you're almost there, give back to TCOM, to media, because everybody needs an opportunity to get involved and invested in this thing and to participate in it the way you have so well. And you know, you need to pay it forward like we all do and watch what happens and be amazed at the trail we leave behind. And you certainly are leaving a trail behind. Congratulations. God bless you. Have a great summer.
Thank you so much. Hello, I'm Tom Muller, and coming here, going to present the Chad Muller Scholarship. A little background, we lost our son 20 years ago. 10 years after that, some of his classmates still remembered ideas he came up with and talked about and presented to them. And so 10 years after that, they decided to create a scholarship in his name here at Ball State. And that's the reason I'm here now. The recipient of the scholarship, she worked for the Ball Bearings as a video store editor and as a production team member for the Newslink, Indiana. She was an editor assistant for the semester's March 2.0 documentary with Dr. Adam Cubitt, where she specialized in motion graphics. Currently, she's a video production intern for the Ball State University Foundation. In her scholarship application, she wrote, "I was first introduced to video production in the 8th grade. I was hooked. Wherever I edited a video, I felt free." And I'd like to present this to Hope Stauffer. Well, that's okay. Well, what I was going to tell Hope and you is that, and I think Jim already talked about it, how much of an impact you have and you don't realize it. And I think that's what we're presenting here, and I'm asking you to recognize that and be willing to help others, because it definitely goes on well beyond ourselves.
Well, good evening. It's good to see everybody here tonight. I'm Terry Heifetz. I teach in the news concentration mostly, except for the dreaded media law class, which most of you are familiar with. I can't do a good Barry Umansky. That's about as good as I got going on here. I have the honor and privilege of awarding the Steve Bell Memorial Scholarship for Ethics in News Reporting. I'm just going to say a few words about Steve Bell because most people here never had the honor and the privilege of knowing Steve. He had an amazing journalism career, foreign correspondent for ABC for decades, host of Good Morning America, and the world's toughest job interviewer, as I learned when I applied for a job at Ball State and he was on the search committee. But the thing I remember most about Steve was a funny line that he said. When he first started at Ball State, back, I believe, in the 1990s, students and some of their parents would say, "Oh yeah, we watch you on TV all the time." And then it would turn into, students would be like, "My parents watch you on TV all the time." And then it would turn into, "My grandparents watched you on TV all the time." That was the kind of guy Steve was. And he had the ethics that were second to none, which is why it's such an honor that there's a scholarship based on ethics in news reporting. So tonight's winner of that is someone who has a very bright future ahead. This will give away who it was when I read this line from the scholarship application, because It's what got my attention the first time I read it. My love for journalism started in my hometown of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where I contributed to the newsletter my elementary school produced. Wow. Now that is knowing very early in your career what you want to do with your life. So I want to congratulate Mackenzie Rupp for winning the Steve Bell Memorial Scholarship for Ethics in News Reporting. I'm sure she'd like to thank the Academy for it.
Good evening. I'm Maria Williams Hawkins. I will be accepting all of the checks that were made out to those students who weren't able to attend tonight. Okay. My assignment is to recognize the Dave and Lucy Smith Internship Scholarship winner. I happen to know this person, so I know Dave and Lucy's money is going to a good cause. The winner of the internship award doesn't have to have a 3.9 GPA. They don't have to be well recognized. They just have to have the potential that we think being in the workplace is going to take them to a higher level. And despite that, this award is going to Hadassah Harris. I can only say those things because I like Hadassah. I've had her in class. She survived, so I know she'll do great in the workplace.
Thank you.
I'm back again. My next award is the Jennifer Hinderleiter Memorial Scholarship. And like Tom, doing a memorial scholarship is always kind of sad and kind of happy. Jennifer Hinderleiter was a young woman who was energetic, hardworking, and self-effacing. She could not understand why anybody would hire this Korean-looking girl with the German name. And she'd come to our offices every day. Will they hire me, Dr. Maria? Yes, they're going to hire you. You're great. And sure as shooting, she finished her senior year and she was hired. Unfortunately, while serving on a big assignment in a sandstorm, which she'd never been in, 30-car pileup, Jennifer did not complete her last story. But I always remember her kindly and positively because she's always a reminder that if there's something you really want to do, you push until you get to do it. The person who's going to get that award, drum roll please. That's great because she's not here. I'm sorry, this award goes to a graduating senior, and Janice English is the recipient. She won't join us until the fall, but she will be a part of the Ball State family. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. I'm Stan Sollers. I have been for several years. And I am glad to see you all. If you will kindly remain seated, this is the first time I've been at a podium since I watched the Academy Awards, so if you just kindly stay seated. Thank you. The first scholarship right here, actually, I want to take a brief pause and say hello to Mr. Muller. Because I had Chad Muller, whom we are honoring tonight as a student. A quick Chad Muller story, if I may. He had a wonderfully understated sense of humor. And we were doing a table read for a summer class, and he was doing sound effects for us. And so I cued him. He was to have a gust of wind. He was to reproduce it, and he went like this. And we all ended up falling off our chairs laughing. And that's more than 20 years ago that I still, and no doubt everybody else who was at that table remembered. So thank you for being here. And we salute Chad tonight as well, indeed. Maury E. Mannies. Perhaps those of you in the room who are a wee bit younger than those of us on the faculty may not remember him, but Maury Mannies was he was the man in terms of play-by-play for Ball State. He called over 5,500 games, not just for Ball State, but area high school teams. He started doing that in 1956, the year that I arrived on the planet, and retired in 2011. So 55 years doing play-by-play, only topped by the late Bob Chase, who called the Fort Wayne Comets games for 60 years, and also Vin Scully, who did the Dodgers back when they were a team in Scotland back in the 1600s or whatever it was. But Maury Mannies, just everybody knew Maury. And it's a very generous thing that he and his family have done. He passed a couple of years ago. And the successful applicant for this scholarship must be a junior or senior, 60 or more credits, must have a preference given to applicants with sportscasting experience, declared interest in sportscasting as well, consideration given to academic achievement. And so I must turn and get the envelope. And there's a very fine representative. In fact, I'm going to have this awardee say a brief couple of resume points. The Maury E. Mannies Sportscasting Scholarship for 2021-2022 goes to Nathan Ganger. This is a $1,000 scholarship, and I will promise to use it well. All right. We'll deal with that in a minute. All right. Next, we have the Swim Family Scholarship. It has nothing to do with aquatics, but it has everything to do with Scott Swim. Scott Swim is, today, the Assistant Director of Marketing for this little mail order company called Amazon. His territory is Europe and the United States of America. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And so the Swim family, Scott in particular, said, hey, TCOM did a lot of great things for me. I'm going to pay it forward. And so the Scott Swim Family Scholarship, it goes to an actively enrolled student at Ball State as a major or minor in the Department of Media, at least a 3.0 overall GPA in courses completed at Ball State through the semester immediately preceding the date of application. Enrolled in TCOM 391 at Ball State for a semester that falls within the 12 months immediately following the announcement of the award after 2 major lunar eclipses and an aurora borealis. Yes, so the northern lights have to appear, but I think that we're okay with that. Meet all media internship requirements and so on and so forth. So, the Scott Swim Family Scholarship goes to a finely talented student right here, Claire Whitty or Witt? Congratulations. Now, they have no pronouncers on this. Is it Whitty or Witt?
Whitty.
Whitty, okay. Could you kindly tell us what you're involved in and where it is you want to go?
Oh gosh, I wasn't ready for this. I am part of the Student Advisory Council for the Department of Media, so I helped put this on today. I'm also on the Homecoming Steering Committee as a video production chair. I am an athletic media relations assistant with Ball State Athletics, and I will be using this scholarship this summer. I have an internship with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So,
Congratulations again.
thank you.
And now, welcome to the podium the delightful and enchanting Chris Taylor.
All right, good evening, everyone. Congrats to all the winners tonight. Certainly, thank you to someone in the room who I will always thank when I stand up here, and that is Dr. Joe Mashevitz. Really the reason I'm a student at Ball State, or was a student at Ball State, and also why I'm standing here as the director of SportsLink. The second person is Bill Bryant. Bill was a mentor, was one of the founding members to try to get SportsLink off the ground, and Bill is someone that I would talk to every day for advice. And ironically, there was something today where I needed to go for a walk for a few minutes, and I felt Bill's presence reminded me of certain things, which was awesome. He has a way to remind me of things just like Dr. Joe does, so I'm grateful for that. A quick little bit about Bill Bryant from a sports standpoint. If you've watched any sporting event during Bill's time, you probably would have saw his name in the credits at some point, from ESPN to the Super Bowl to the Pacers to the Colts to the Indy 500, everywhere. And we were lucky to have him at Ball State working in at our university. His wife, Holly, and his daughters, Kendall and Heidi, cannot be here tonight. Heidi is graduating from South Carolina, correct, with her master's, so they are there for that ceremony. But it is my honor to always present an award in Bill Bryant's name, who sadly we lost. It'll be 7 years in June from a battle with cancer. Which is crazy. So this scholarship winner has all of those characteristics. I think all of the three that I'm about to announce has found their moment, and my colleagues would tell you that there's nothing more rewarding than when a student gets it and then runs with it. And this student has done that, only a sophomore at Ball State University, but has become a real leader of our program. And it's my honor to present the Bill Bryant Sports Production Scholarship to Nick Lawler. Part two. The Allison Wilson Sports Scholarship is a new scholarship for us. Allison was a student just 5 years ago, graduated 5 years ago, and went directly to Turner Sports and continues to work at Turner Sports today. We wanted to present this scholarship last year, but because of the pandemic and other issues, we weren't able to. But just 3 years after her graduation, Allison wanted to give back, much like Dr. Needham and Dr. Joe and others have said. And she did that just 3 years removed from college. She's currently working as the technical producer, manager, basically the technical director of something that sports fans know as Bleacher Report. She's in charge. She was a trailblazer when she was here at Ball State, and we're honoring for the first time someone who has the characteristics of Allison Wilson, who is also a trailblazer in her own right. And our winner of the first Allison Wilson SportsLink Scholarship is Lexi Eblin. You can hang out or whatever. And finally tonight is the SportsLink Legacy Scholarship, which is also pretty cool because listening to what Jim and Dr. Joe said, our alumni wanted to do something for our program. I was fortunate enough to be in the position where I could offer a little bit of seed money for a scholarship, and in less than a year we raised over $25,000 from our alumni in SportsLink to endow this scholarship. and we'll be presenting it for the 4th or 5th time tonight, I believe. And super proud of this person as well. When you think about a legacy scholarship and what this person has done and where they've moved in their career already, and what he continues to do is impressive. And so our SportsLink Legacy Scholarship this year goes to Peyton Monell.
Hi. I'm Betsy Pike, and I'm giving out the Media Faculty Scholarship. And so some of you know this, but I've taught here before. So I was here for 3 years. Dr. Joe also hired me. And I am so excited to be back and that the media faculty took me back, and with a PhD now. But we're moving forward. So this is the Media Faculty Scholarship created by our former chair and leader, Dr. Joe Mashevitz. The donations are by current and past faculty, and they've allowed this scholarship to continue to grow. The Media Faculty Scholarship supports majors and minors who want to pursue an internship over the next academic year. And for this year, it goes to Sarah DeBoer.
I just stepped out for a coffee break. Okay. All right. I am to present the National Association of Black Journalists Member of the Year. They have a bunch of stuff on my email file about this person, but I know him. Known him for 3 years, hardworking, award-winning, top 25 students. Let's see, what is it? If other people don't show up, he does. Other people don't do their jobs, he does it for them. He's always smiling, even when he's fussing at you for not doing what you were supposed to do. He's an artist, he has a business, and we hope he's going to get another job when he leaves here. The NABJ Member of the Year is my son, Kwesi Rogers. Now, son, you're going to have to slide my phone back to where it needs to be. I can't make it go. You want to? HJ Member of the Year. Somebody start singing. Yeah, that looks so slight. Okay. You're safe, Susie. You don't have to sing now. Go stand out there and wait on me, son. Okay. Okay, I'm at the National Association of Hispanic Journalists Award winner this semester and got a chance to see her again tonight, so I know she's here. I don't get to keep anything that she earns. All right, the NAHJ Member of the Year, according to the membership, say that she puts in a lot of time and effort in helping NAHJ grow from its past academic year to an even stronger year this year. This person has gone out of the way to initiate projects for workshops, even when nobody asked her to. Most importantly, this member has demonstrated kindness and humor, which has helped affect the morale of the group. I could talk more and more about her, but she's going to work even harder next year, so we want to recognize Dalia Aliva. Next year, I'll be calling her my daughter. I have to know you longer than 2 weeks before. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And now, the next person who won't be surprised when they come up is Paige Waters.
All right. So Cardinal Filmworks Member of the Year. This year's Cardinal Filmworks Member of the Year was chosen because of her leadership in the CFW's Writers' Room. That, and her work on the current short film the club is producing, plus her work on this year's Banquet video. Overall, she's been a great help this semester, and the club feels really lucky to have her. This year's Cardinal Filmworks Member of the Year is Jasmine Khalil.
We bought ourselves a company car. It's for transporting equipment, obviously. Through your help, we hired us on set as security. Through viewers like you, we threw just small get-together with members of CFW. It was the end of the year, just to record our good job. But it wouldn't be possible without the help of the TCOM Media Department. So big Cardinal Filmworks, thank you for making all of this possible.
Claire, you want to click through the next one? Yeah, it's fine. I forgot I put the videos first in the PowerPoint. I think I remember that. All right, this year's Frog Baby Film Festival Member of the Year was chosen because she is always willing to help in any type of way. She has amazing creativity and a positive attitude. She helped make our first festival back from COVID, yay, a big success. This year's Frog Baby Film Festival Member of the Year is Anna Sorrell.
Hi. I'm here to present first the Indiana Outdoors Member of the Year. This one has a special place for me because, as many of you know, not just faculty here, but I was once a teacher. I was once a student, and I was a member of Indiana Outdoors when I was a student here. I used to teach. Now I just yell a lot. The Indiana Outdoors Member of the Year has been with the organization, is a graduating senior, has been with the organization since her freshman year, so yay for commitment. And in that time has done everything to the point that she really has been the heart and soul of the organization. It's been tough with the pandemic for student groups. I think you all recognize that. But she really is, in a lot of ways, the reason that Indiana Outdoors has come out of this stronger than it was going in a lot of ways. So we're really going to miss her next year. We just hope that her energy continues with the new group. So the Indiana Outdoors Member of the Year is Jamie Howell. Okay. And now the WCRD Member of the Year. No video for this one because it's a radio station. So the WCRD Member of the Year, first of all, is not here. Still not? Okay. Is not here. So I can say whatever I want. No, he's been great. I also happen to have him as a student this semester. It's been a lot of fun getting to know him over the last couple of months. If you listen to the station, and if you don't, why not? But if you listen to the station, you will recognize him. He's on the air, I believe, 3 times a week, including a 6 a.m. air shift. Okay. You'll know him as the guy who plays classic rock and dances along to it in the Fishbowl. So check that out. He's part of the tour now, officially. The WCRD Member of the Year is Logan Browning. Who's not here?
From Ball State Unified Media, you're waking up with Cardinal Weather.
Good Friday morning to you. You're waking up with Cardinal Weather. You're waking up with Cardinal Weather. You're waking up with Cardinal Weather.
Having the 50th Spectacular Woodbine Music.
Let's give a warm welcome to Alice.
Spectacular performance is happening tonight at Alice at 7:30.
I think this weekend Terry should stay inside his house because it is going to be a little bit chilly.
I'm back. So, Waking Up with Cardinal Weather is one of the coolest and most interesting programs that student media puts on here at Ball State. But there's one thing that most people don't realize. They're on the air at 8 in the morning on a Friday morning. Think about that for a moment. Think about what you do on Thursday nights. Then think about being there at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning. So this year's Waking Up with Cardinal Weather Member of the Year is someone who's really involved with the show and does a lot of different roles, both from a producing standpoint and just doing anything possible, anything that anyone needs to make the show better. But the best thing is the positive attitude that she brings to Waking Up with Cardinal Weather and helping everybody else grow and learn from her example. And so this year's Waking Up with Cardinal Weather Member of the Year is Libby Kleemeyer.
Thank you very much.
That's why I hadn't gotten up yet.
That's right. I'm a producer, you know, we always go to, we'll float Newslink, we'll hit it at the, thank you, all the producers in the audience knew where I was going with that. We'll do it after the break, exactly. So, the Newslink Indiana Member of the Year, Editorial Member of the Year, is someone who probably spends more time in the newsroom than I do. And anyone who spends any time in the newsroom knows that I'm always there. So she's there even more than I am. She's just wrapping up her 3rd year of Newslink Indiana right now, but has done so much in the live newscast 4 nights a week. She does it all, reporting, anchoring. She's even hosted Cardinal Compass for me. Thank you very much for doing that. Producers and is currently the assistant news director. And what's most exciting is that next year she's going to be news director of Newslink Indiana. And she was a big part of the show that won the Indiana Association of School Broadcasters Newscast of the Year. And everyone knows who I'm talking about now. It's Logan Salzbrenner.
All right, I'm here to present the Real Deal Member of the Year, and my notes here start with why she is awesome. So I'm going to be telling you why the winner is awesome. All the winners are awesome, though. So she's been a part of the Real Deal for the past 4 years. She's helped work in the crew, editing new episodes, served as executive producer, really done it all. She's always willing to help others and share her expertise. She's also been committed to the Real Deal, and they would be lost without her. And they're also thankful for all her hard work and are excited to see what she does next. The Real Deal Member of the Year is, I believe, now a 2-time winner tonight, Jamie Howell.
Remember when she told us that dog ate a baby reindeer?
Yeah.
That was cool.
This is when you impaled Tyler with a crutch.
I said I was sorry about that. Shout out to him though. Cool guy.
I figured out who did that. He had a...
Stop! Do you want the Magician Council to come after us?
This is my favorite part of the season, and Alex Horn, the career taskmaster, responded to us on Twitter.
I wish British people were real.
Yeah, me too.
Want to look in the future?
Yeah, but I'm doing something cool, like working for SNL.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So then obviously this award is for the BSU Tonight Member of the Year. The winner came into BSU Tonight as a freshman this year and almost immediately was elected to a membership position in the club, serving as studio manager, overseeing everything that goes into the live to tape studio production, and has fit very nicely into that position. Many members look to him to learn more about equipment, production, creative directing, all the ideas that he has that improve the future of the show. And fortunately for BSU tonight, he'll be continuing his role as studio manager next year, and everyone's excited to see what he brings to the table in the 22nd season of BSU Tonight. The member of the year is Tyler Veit. There you go. Nice to meet you. We'll step outside and do the pictures.
Thank you again, our SportsLink Member of the Year. I will share one quick story. I was actually typing up the awards today that this person had won. And I think I got to like 3 pages of single-spaced, and so I'm like, I won't do that. But I think it was 6 years ago, I went to a high school to recruit someone else to come to SportsLink, and I saw this young lady sitting in the director's chair of a high school basketball game, and my jaw dropped. And I quickly turned my attention to get Faith Dinnick to come to Ball State. And I am so thankful that you chose us over someone else who had red and white colors. Because what you've done here has changed the direction and impact for our program overall, without a doubt. And she said last night, it's not about the awards, it's about the moments, and I 100% agree with that. It's not about the awards, it is about the moments. But I would be remiss if I didn't say that Faith was accepted the Broadcast Educators Association top sports production in the entire country on Monday in Las Vegas. And I'll go on because she already made me cry last night in SportsLink class when she gave her final comments. But she was nominated for 3 professional Emmys today as well. Our SportsLink Member of the Year, I will miss you, and so proud of you. And she's got big news coming too, but I can't reveal it tonight, is Faith Dinnick.
This must be it. It's the last one laying here, so. I think we can all agree that the last couple of years have been difficult. I think that even this year, as we've been challenged to try to get things back to normal, there have been challenges and things that we've had to deal with. What I can say most importantly about the person that I'm about to present this award to is that they took charge, they took control, they battled through any issues that might have come up. She knew when it was time to step back for a moment and say, okay, let's take a little break and let's take some time to rethink things. And I think for that, she maybe in that moment proved what an incredible leader she is. She has single-handedly kept Cardinal Sports Live running this year, and has done an incredible job doing it, and I hope that she found it rewarding. She knows she's getting this award tonight because she's the one that collated the voting results. And so I want to present the Cardinal Sports Live Member of the Year to Kayla Campbell. Okay, so the last awards that we're going to give tonight are the Letterman Scholarships. There are 3 that we get to give because of the wonderful generosity of our alum and favorite friend, David Letterman. And to say that the work that we get to view as a result of the applications, I'm not voicing this very well. The work is incredible that we get to see because of this. And so it's always such a pleasure to be able to look at these. And so I'm going to start with these backwards, and I'm going to start with the second runner-up. And thank you to Paige for writing these little bios for me. The 2021 Letterman Scholarship second runner-up goes to the video project Pop, submitted by Kieran Simmer. Pop tells the story of a curious tomato and apple who encounter popcorn sizzling on a stovetop. Kieran created Pop from scratch using exclusively items found in his kitchen. He shot, scored, voice acted, Foleyed, and animated the video. Kieran said Pop was a fun project that taught him no matter where you go, there is a story to be told, even in your kitchen. Kieran is a third-year student in the video production concentration. He's also in his 3rd year of working in the digital core, and his 1st year as the organization's video editing specialist. He produces original music that he releases on all major music streaming platforms. After graduation, Kieran tells us he aspires to work full-time creating video content, combining his skills in planning, shooting, and editing video, as well as motion graphics, animation, and music production. The Letterman's second runner-up, Kieran Simmer. And I will say that that second runner-up comes with a scholarship of $3,333. So that's a nice chunk of change. The first runner-up goes to the typography project titled Butterflies, submitted by Yuang Zhu. In Butterflies, Yuang wanted to create a cozy feeling through multimedia so that everyone watching will feel as if they have come to Hawaii to feel the sea breeze and sunshine. To match the upbeat lyrics of Butterflies, Yuang chose the font Juneful, which has a rounded appearance. For the color scheme, she chose light colors such as pink, blue, purple, yellow, and I wish you could see this, and she hand-painted small decorations to add richness to the piece and add a bouncing animation effect to make it look more dynamic. Yuan is a junior in the department's multimedia concentration. Previously, she completed an internship with Procter & Gamble in China, where she worked in the communications planning department. She wants to pursue a career in multimedia creation when she graduates. The first runner-up, a $5,000 scholarship to Yuang Zhu. Yuang was sick and so couldn't join us tonight, so we'll make sure she gets her certificate and obviously her money. And unfortunately, the winner of the Letterman Scholarship also had a family situation, so couldn't be here. But the winner of a $10,000 scholarship goes to, for a project titled My Imaginary You, was submitted by Zoe Mantha. Yay. I'll give you a little bit about it here. My Imaginary You follows the life of a young woman whose imaginary middle school boyfriend shows back up in her real life during her greatest time of need, all in the background of a Hollywood TV lot. At a deeper level, the show is about the romanticism of romance and love in American cinema and television. So my understanding is what Zoe did was this was not something she produced, but something that she scripted, she imagined all the episodes of, and sort of wrote a plan out for this entire series. And so that was the project that won it. She is a junior. She has a concentration in film and media studies, and she's a member of Phi Theta Kappa and Ball State's Cardinal Film Works. She plans to work as a screenwriter after she graduates in 2023. So whenever a $10,000 scholarship to Zoe Mantha. And we will make sure they get their money, so. Listen, I don't want to take too much of your time. It's been a lovely evening. And congratulations to all the winners, and really congratulations to all of you, for being here, for applying for scholarships, for being a part of student groups. We really appreciate it. We love the fact that our students are so engaged and so committed. That's one of the things that sets us apart, and we really appreciate you. So a round of applause to all of the students. As we close out this evening, I just want you to think about a couple of things, and it goes back to what Mr. Mueller, Dr. Joe, what Jim Needham said. You are here, you are working hard, you are also receiving many gifts as part of your education, as part of your projects that you get to work on. And so always remember, as you do these things, that you need to carry it forward. You need to think about what you're doing here beyond just how it benefits you, but think about others and how it can benefit others. That's part of the reason, and I won't say the only reason, but part of the reason those of us who are here to teach you are here, because we enjoy sharing our expertise. We enjoy paying the success we've had in industry or the success we've had in education back to you. And so I would ask you to keep that in mind. In addition, have a great end of the semester. Work hard, make us proud. Those of you who are graduating, how many are you? Please stand up if you're graduating. Yay. You're graduating only if we let you graduate. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I love to do that. I'm just kidding, really. I did that to Nick earlier in class today. He's like, no, not really. Anyway, good luck to you all. Remember to pay it back. Those of you who are graduating, we want to see you back on campus. Before I leave, I want to say a shout out to those who are watching us on the stream. Chris Scott, I believe you're watching us. Thank you for all your help in putting this together. We were a little rusty after 3 years, but thank you. I have to say thank you to Paige Waters, who really stepped in, to Michael Lee, who's handling the stream, of course to the students, and also to all of our donors. Thank you for continuing to support us. We really appreciate this. It's such an honor to have you here. So, thank you so much. Go out and have fun.